Dear learner, hope you all are safe and you are taking care of yourself and your family. Myself, Rajesh Jagtap, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics, Annasad Dange College of Pharmacy, Asta. Today, I am going to discuss one of the act from the pharmaceutical jurisprudence, that is Prevention of Food Adulteration Act 1954. After watching this video, learner will able to define various terminologies as per act, recognize the skill required for the food inspector along with eligibility criteria to become food inspector, describe power of food inspector. So the act contains various other aspects, but in this short video I am going to cover these things. So let us begin with actual content of presentation, that is introduction. So this act came into the existence in order to prevent adulteration of food. So as we know very well, there are certain acts, namely the Drug and Cosmetic Act, which control on import, manufacturing, distribution and sale of the drugs and medicines. Similarly, the Pharmacy Act 1948, which control on the pharmacy profession throughout the India. So there are certain acts. Similarly, here the act is enacted in order to prevent adulteration of food, because food is very important aspects of each and every life, because we are daily consume the food. Other factor, that is the medicine, we are used to consume when we need or when we suffer from any disease or any disorder, but the food we need to consume daily. So that food must be free from any adulteration, free from any misbranded, free from any spurious content. So this act came into the existence. Actually, it is enacted in the Parliament in the 5th year of the Republic of India, and it extends the whole of India. So these are some definitions. As we know very well, any act which contain the draft around 200-300 pages, which covers maximum definition. But here in the short video I am going to cover the few of these definitions which comes under this act. First and foremost, very important as name indicate, that is adulterant. So adulterant is nothing but material which is or could be employed for the purpose of adulteration. For example, A is the material, and if in the A, if we found something else, that is B, so B is not part of that material, so that in case B will be the adulterant. Second, adulterated, if the article is obtained from deceased animal, if the article contains any poisonous or ingredient which renders it injurious to the health, so that particular substance is known as adulterated substance. Then food, as related to the food, any article which ordinarily enters into or is used in the composition of the preparation of human food, any flavor matters or condiments, comes under the food. Now the prescribed. Prescribed means it is prescribed by the rule made under this act. Then package. Package means a box, a bottle, casket, tin, barrel, case, receptacle, sack bag, wrappers or other anything in which the article of food is placed or packed. So this is about the package. Next is the premises. Include any shop, stall or place where any article of food is sold or manufactured or stored for sale. Next important thing, that is the Central Food Laboratory, means any laboratory or institute established or specified under the section 4. So this is the laboratory where the analysis of food is taken place. Then committee means the Central Committee for Food Standard constituted under section 3. So this committee consists the number of people, number of representatives from each state, from each area, in order to have, and this committee is used to advise to the government regarding the various aspects of the food and related issues. Now next question or next important part of this particular presentation is the food inspectors. So as we heard about the drug inspector, similarly food inspector. So actually what is food inspector? The central government or the state government may be notification in the official gazette appoint such person as it thinks fit having the prescribed qualification to be food inspector for such local areas as may be assigned to them by the central government or state government, as the case may be. So food inspector is a person which is appointed by the central government after the official gazette notification in the official gazette, provided that no person who has any financial interest in the manufacturing, import or sale of any article of food shall be appointed to be the food inspector under this section. Now student, now I will give you one short assignment or the question. Just listen this question carefully. What does a food inspector do? So student, just think on this question and write some answers in your notebook. You may pause the video and then after you can continue with the video. Okay, hope you have written whatever the resolution came in your mind regarding this question. So now we will clarify, or I will clarify, what does a food inspector do exactly. So food inspector monitor and keep close vigilance on food processes, manufacturers and distributor for the violation of safety and sanitation. Inspector may also be required to inspect slaughterhouses and poultry farms. Inspectors report violations to the appropriate regulatory agency and are responsible for ensuring that foods are suitable for human consumption. Dear students, the food is the thing which we consume daily, as I told earlier. So it must not be adulterated, must not be spurious, it must not be misbranded. If it is spurious, misbranded or adulterated, it definitely creates some health problem, it creates some disease to that individual. So this food inspector play a very important role in all food processes, its manufacturing and its distribution, and its in order to reach the food to the common people in a healthy, and that food must not be responsible to create or to produce any disease. So these are the skills required for the food inspector. First, he must think critically. He must have the knowledge of laws and legal codes. Then ability to solve problems, judgment and decision making. That food inspector must have some decision making powers. He must coordinate to the personnel, because in his working area, working offices, he must come in contact with the subordinates, higher authorities. So he must have some better coordination between the higher authorities and its subordinates. He must solve some troubleshooting problems. He must have the power to manage the personnel. So these are the basic skill required for the food inspector. Now I am moving to the important part. What is the eligibility criteria to become a food inspector? So first and foremost, the age. Age must be between 18 to 25 years who can apply for the food inspector. Now, what is the education qualification? Who can be apply for the post of food inspector? So educational qualification, it must be graduate in medicine with 1 year training in food inspection, or he must be bachelor degree in science stream with chemistry as a compulsory subject, or the bachelor degree in agriculture, public health, veterinary science, dairy technology, pharmacy, food technology. So these are the various areas from where if any person completed his degree and if he having that prescribed knowledge and prescribed training, then he can be eligible for the application to apply for the post of food inspector. Now the food inspector having so much powers, as these foods are closely related to each and every individual. These powers has been given to the food inspector. First, to take sample. So if that food inspector got any information from any source about the spurious or the misbranded or adulterated drug, so he may take sample from any person selling such article, any person who is in the course of conveying, delivering or preparing to deliver such article to a purchaser or consignee, a consignee after delivery of such article to him. So this consignee is between the mediator between the manufacturer and consumer. So the food inspector can take sample from any time, from any place. Next, after taking sample, he may send such sample for the analysis to the public analyst for the local area within which such sample has been taken. So take sample, then send such sample. Next, power to prohibit the sale of any article of food in the interest of public health. So if he found any article is problematic for the public health, so he may prohibit the sale of any article. Then food inspector may enter and inspect any place where any article of food is manufactured or stored for sale or stored for the manufacturing of any other article of food for sale. Then in case of adulterated and misbranded food, he may seize and carry away or keep in the safe custody. So wherever you found the adulterated or misbranded article, he may seize that particular article and keep in the safe custody. He is having power to break open any package. He may having power to break any premises or door of any premises where any article of food may be kept for sale. Any food inspector may exercise the power of police officer. It's very important power. Means wherever it is needed, that food inspector may act as a police officer for the purpose of ascertaining the true name and residence of the person from whom sample is taken and article of food seized. So these are the various powers food inspector is having, because the food is the thing which is closely associated with each and every individual we consume daily. So in this act, the number of aspects are remaining. So I will cover the remaining aspects in our upcoming video. So thank you very much, learner, my dear students, for patient listening of this video. Thank you.